Hello guys, and welcome to the new episode. I would like to remind you that if you have any suggestions regarding the quality or improvements in the video, please let me know in the comments, and if you don't like the playback speed, you can adjust it from the video settings. He decides that he should meet in person and do the deal. Last time he bought a camera and they gave him a brick, and it was Zach's money so he can't lose it. The seller wanted to talk in Messenger, instead of texting. Namsu wonders whether he was trying to save the texting fee. He checks out the seller's profile and realized it was a cute girl. He gets too excited. They talked. Initially she was not ready to meet up, but later she agreed. Namsu is excited and thanks Zach for this. The next day, he tells Zach that he doesn't need to come with him, and he can do the deal by himself. Zach thinks something's fishy, but lets it slide this time. Namsu arrived at the location. He used inserts and shoulder pads to improve his appearance. He thinks he's a soldier heading to battlefield. He feels like he's Iron Man. He's confident and he thinks everyone's watching him. The girl arrives. He thinks she's attractive and wants to check the product. He asks her whether they should go to a cafe. Suddenly two guys bumped into him. They told him to act normal and go with them, and if he did not, they would beat him. Namsu realized that it was all a scam from the start. They brought him to an alley and took away all his money. One of them mocks him and asks whether he wants to go to a cafe. The girl told Namsu that he wasn't talking to her, and it was not her number, only her pic. The girl asks her boyfriend to not use her pic, and tells him that it's very annoying. The guy ignores her, and counted the money. He told Namsu that it could have been a lot easier. If he'd just transferred the money, they would have used their fake bank accounts. Namsu realized he was talking to this person on phone, and wonders what should he do now. After all, it was Zach's money. As they were leaving, Fat One threatened Namsu that they have his personal details, and if he tried to report this, they'll come for him. Namsu tells them to return the money, since it didn't belong to him, and he has to return it. He tries to scare them, and told them that this money belonged to a boxer and if they didn't return it, this might cause trouble. The girl tells Namsu he couldn't track them as they were using fake numbers, and he should have left while he had the chance. Their leader said, "That's why you can't go easy on people," and tells him that he's a boxer as well. The next day at the school, Namsu arrives with bruises. Daniel and Zach are shocked watching this. He told Zach what happened. He was thinking that he has to pay the money back, and he'll get hit again. But Zach didn't hit him, rather he was concerned about his injuries. He told him that he should have gone with him. Namsu is touched hearing all this. Suddenly Yui comes and asks about the situation. Namsu told her what happened. She asked him whether he still has their contact details. He showed her the profile. Namsu told her it was a girl, but a bunch of guys showed up with her. This is not what he told Zach, but now Zach knows the complete truth. Yui tells them that they are going to use that phone number until they are reported. She found their number and told Zach he could pretend to be a buyer, and in this way he could meet in person. She also told Zach he must change his profile pic. If they think they're talking to a weakling like Namsu, they will come. She took a pic of Jiho cause she thinks he's a weakling. Jiho's not sure what's happening, but he felt very uncomfortable. Zach contacted them and they replied they wanted to meet at John's station, and if Zach came they would give him a discount. Daniel asked Yui how did she knew about all this. She tells him that his ex was a scammer as well, and if Zach didn't help her, he would have still be there. Mira was listening all this. The scammers had a new target, but the target looked different in the picture, and they didn't expected a body like that, and friends too. One of the friend of the victim tells him that he might have been tricked. The other makes fun of him and says it was a waste to use hair wax to meet a pretty girl. The victim tells the scammers that they're bad guys and they messed with the wrong person. One of the scammer told them to hand over the money and leave. As they were mocking them, suddenly one of the scammers attacked them and knocked one of the victims. He told them he's a black belt in Taekwondo. Suddenly the fat one attacks the other victim and tells him he's a judo practitioner, and he's the strongest in his studio. He completely overpowered him. As they were ready for a fight, the leader of the scammers told them he's the strongest one there. In the next scene we can see the leader seated over his victim and counting the money. He said selling laptops is the best. He tells us that it's a good day and he should grab some food or maybe a drink, and there's another customer coming today. The girl watches all this and cries for help.